What's up guys, Jorge Contreras here and welcome to part 3 of the 3 video series on how this sublease, a property that I do not own but got permission in writing from the owner, makes $11K a month on Airbnb completely on autopilot. And in this video, we're gonna talk about how we manage and how we automate the property. And then secondly, we're gonna talk about the actual numbers and how much we actually cash flow, meaning the monthly profits from this property. So first, let's talk about the structure. And I want you guys to definitely check out a book called The E-Myth Revisited by Michael E. Gerber. It talks about the 3 levels of entrepreneurship. You have the technician at level 1, the manager at level 2, and the entrepreneur, also known as the visionary, at level 3. And whenever somebody launches an Airbnb and they have a technician, AKA an employee W-2 mindset, they do all the cleaning themselves, they do all the maintenance themselves, all the communication themselves, and therefore they cannot scale because they're too busy working in the business. A lot of times this person also has a limiting belief of if I want it done right, I have to do it myself. And they think that they're gonna save money by basically doing all the work, but in fact, it's the exact opposite. But that's number 1. They basically do all the work. And number 2 is when you go from being the technician to becoming the manager. When you are the manager in your Airbnb business, you now manage the 3 technicians. So imagine you go from doing cleaning, maintenance, communication to becoming a manager. You hire a dedicated person to do cleaning. You hire a dedicated person to do maintenance whenever needed. And then you hire a person dedicated to do all the virtual communications. Now you are the manager. This allows you to now scale because while your team, the technicians, are handling these 3 things, you can go and start looking for your next Airbnb, travel the world, spend more time with your family because you're no longer trading time for money or running your business like a JOB. Level 3 is where you become the entrepreneur, also known as the visionary. Now you are working on the business, not in the business. And that's where I am operating from. I have a manager who manages the technicians in the business. I have a weekly short meeting with the manager. We go over all the property, see if there's anything that needs to be changed, any adjustments, whether it's on the pricing, the reviews, whatever it is to help us run a very efficient and profitable short-term rental business. So again, I am the visionary. We have a manager, and the manager manages the technicians. And so I don't have a third-party management company. Everything is in-house because if you hire a third-party management company, they're gonna basically eat up all or most of your profits. So the best thing that I've done that I teach my students is how to build an in-house management structure so that you can really maximize your profits. Next, let's talk about the numbers, the moment you've been waiting for. So this property on average makes about $11,000 a month. From there, we gotta subtract the monthly rent, which is $4,000 a month. And this property gets cleaned about 8 times a month at a $250 per cleaning cost, which is another $2,000 a month. We have all the utilities and landscaping at about $500 a month. And then I always like to add like another $200 for miscellaneous stuff that we replace from time to time, like body wash, conditioner, soap, detergent. So that basically leaves us with a monthly positive cash flow of $4,300 a month. Another thing to note is that we basically recouped our investment at about the 3 to 4 month time frame because remember, we had to put the first month deposit, furniture, appliances, decor, supplies up front. It took about 3 to 4 months to make that money back. And after that, it was basically all profit, all in the green. Another thing that I want to point out, guys, is everything that we got from the furniture, appliances, decor, we went like medium to higher grade. When I first started my business in 2017, I still remember, guys, I bought this old school 1997 Toyota Tacoma, and I was buying stuff off of OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. And I was basically buying all used stuff. Like I'd go buy a couch for like 60 bucks, but like if I opened this up, it was tore up. There was like all this food and spiders and all messed up. And yes, I was saving money in the front end, but it was costing me money in the back end. Because again, when you're creating an experience with short-term rentals, people want to have a great experience and they want to arrive to a property that's clean, respected, taken care of. And so don't try to cut corners, guys. The reason this property does $11,000 a month is because we really went, again, medium to high grade. We really invested a lot of money into this property to be able to create a unique but also one of the best, if not the best experience in the area. You have to be willing to invest that money up front in order to maximize your return on investment. Also guys, again, I did get permission in writing from the property owner to acquire this property, which we've been subleasing for almost 3 years. You know, I get DMs on Instagram all the time, people that say, hey Jorge, the landlord found out, they're evicting me, what do I do? And here's the truth guys, whenever you get a lease agreement, in all lease agreements, 100% of the time, it says no subleasing because it's intended for you to live there. So you have to actually talk to them about, hey, can I rent your property and use it for my short-term rental business? Again, there's a lot more to it. That's just like the behind the napkin strategy, but you want to make sure that you get permission in writing. Otherwise, you will not have a sustainable and scalable business model. These people that don't get permission, right, as soon as the owner or property management finds out, they are evicting these people. And imagine paying first month rent, furniture, supplies, decor, photography, like you're investing thousands of dollars just for it to be short-lived. So it's really important for you guys to really learn how to speak to landlords, how to overcome their objections, how to provide win-win situations, and everything that you need to have in writing to be fully protected. Another point when it comes to the actual expenses is everything from furniture, appliances, decor, supplies, photography. I put everything on a credit card. People always ask me, Jorge, how do you fly first class? How do you get free hotels, all inclusive for you and your family? And that's the thing, guys, is you see, guys, I put everything on a credit card, but I always make sure that I pay it off within 30 days so that I don't accrue any interest. And all I'm doing is basically building free points, because sometimes it's like 10 or 15 grand for all that furniture, appliances, decor, supplies, photography. And why would I do that, you know, pay that with a debit card and get nothing? I might as well put it on a credit card. Immediately, I can just pay it off with my checking account and boom, I got all these free points. So it's important for you guys, and I talk about this more in my videos in depth, but guys, set up your LLC so you can have more credibility from the very beginning, and apply for a business credit card so you can start building credit on your business, and eventually you can start applying for business loans, business lines of credit that can allow you to grow and scale your business. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching part 3 of this 3-part video series. If you haven't watched part 1 or 2, make sure you guys watch it. And also, let me know in the comments if you guys like this. It's the first time I ever do this. I literally had this idea yesterday, hit up my boy Quay yesterday. I said, hey, let's do this 3-part video series. So let me know if you guys liked it. I wanted to do something different and unique and give you guys an actual experience, go over the numbers, the strategy, the launching, the automating. Also, guys, there's gonna be a link in the description down below where you guys can book a free 15-minute consultation with my team to learn how to predictively generate 10K a month on Airbnb in 90 days or less without owning real estate. So check out that link down below. There's also gonna be a free ebook in the link. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. We post content every single day. And I also have a podcast that we release an episode every week. And of course, we are releasing YouTube videos a couple times a week. So make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Make sure you guys like this video, send me a DM on Instagram. Let's connect, and I'll see you guys on the next one.